Good evening, my friends. In case any of you are wondering, yes, I am dressed up like the Nostalgia Critic. At least from the head. Anything below that, definitely not Nostalgia Critic. Although I do have the necessary materials to dress up like the Nostalgia Critic completely from head to toe, I am deciding not to do that because I am lazy. This is my off day. But anyway, the reason why I put this on is A, it was kind of funny, and B, is because we're going to get a little nostalgic here. And by nostalgic, I'm really going to be talking about a story that happened to me about a couple weeks ago. Now, that might not be considered nostalgic, but honestly, I couldn't think of a better reason, and I didn't have any other better stories to tell because this one I have for you is a little wacky. Now, the story does involve someone that I prefer not to name, so for now, we're just going to refer to her as the woman. Alright? Bear with me on this. We're referring to her as the woman. Now, the woman I am talking about was someone that did work at my workplace about a few months back, but she was let go. Now, that was most likely due to poor attendance because that is basically the main reason people are even let go from my area. You had to be really fucking crazy or just not show up for your shifts to be let go from that place. But anyway, I digress. The reason why I bring this up is because about a few weeks ago, like maybe 4 or 5, she managed to get my Snap, right? Now, we all know Snapchat is notorious for sending those illicit, very risky videos and photos. You guys know what I'm talking about? If you're a child, get out. But anyway, I get a snap from her. She's asking me, "What you doing?" They said, what are you doing? Like WYD. That little abbreviation thing. But anyway, she asked me, "What you doing?" I said, "No." I was going to say nothing. I was about to reply to the message. I was about to reply. And then right before I even reply to it, right under "what you doing," two booty pics sent directly into the chat. Not as a snap, but as a chat, like in the actual fucking chat. I was appalled. I was bamboozled. Never in my life has something like this happened to me. I hadn't received any nudes in over 2 years, let alone ones that I never even fucking asked for. Like, this is the first time I just randomly got them. So, because of how stunned I was, I decided to look past the nudes. I decided to look past the two booty pics that were bleeding my fucking eyes. I just pushed past it and I said, "Oh, nothing, I'm just chilling here," while on a Discord call screaming about the situation with my friends. Now, the woman brings up the idea of going out to Chipotle as a little date kind of thing. You know what? I said, why not? I'm not doing anything else. I hardly hang out with anyone else outside of this house that I am currently sitting in. I thought it would be a good idea. I mean, it kind of was. Got me out of the house for a little bit, talking with somebody other than my friends and my coworkers. I figured, why not? So I head over to Chipotle the next day to meet up with her. And it's went relatively fine, but it was also kind of a boring day. We ate Chipotle, talked a little bit, and she wanted to hit up a 5 and below. Now this is a really big red flag for me. While we were at the 5 and fucking below, she was looking at a little, what do you call it? Like a little lamp kind of thing, kind of like a nightlight sort of thing. I don't remember what it looked like, but it was like a little lamp thing, and she said she needed it because her apartment complex has been out of power for a few days. That's totally fine. But she wanted to test the quality by opening the motherfucking box, taking that shit right out the package, and just straight up inspecting it. Like, I thought people who did this shit was a myth. Because I have seen merchandise like out of their boxes before, I go to Walmart and I swear to God, I found this one, like, I saw this one video game disc just sitting on a goddamn shelf without the case. I was like, what the fuck? But that's a Walmart, so that doesn't surprise me. Now, I don't 100% blame her because it is a Five and Below product. But honestly, if you're going to Five and Below, you're signing off to get a product that is going to last 5 minutes, essentially. So she should have expected that 100%. I don't know why she decided to fucking investigate the damn thing. But whatever. She put the thing back in the box, act like nothing was happening, even though you can clearly see the tape has been fucking cut on it. That's a huge red flag for me because why? That's fucking annoying. You're damaging products just by doing that before it is ever purchased by anyone. And odds are they're going to have to toss it out because they don't know if that thing was actually damaged or not. I imagine that's going to hurt their stock, even if it's just one. Someone's going to get pissy about that, even if it is at a 5 and Below. But whatever. That's one thing, but it's not the main thing. During our talks, she told me that she was a baby mama. Now, I personally never thought I would even bother with a baby mama. I thought, you know what? Maybe I'll still hang out. I'll still keep talking, see where this goes. And while she was telling me a story of how she got a DUI, essentially. A DUI while smoking the Mary Jane. And turns out her friend and her kids were in that car like the night it happened, apparently. Now, one of the things that really upsets me about this whole ordeal, it's not the fact that she admitted to it. If anything, I have a lot of respect for her telling me about that because she was more honest. But she shifted the blame onto her friend by saying that it was her friend's fault for not keeping her locked in when driving under the influence, because she was also under the influence. That's what pisses me off. She fully shifts the entire blame on her friend for not helping her lock in. And, you know, she got pulled over, cops took a look, and she's told me that she is currently undergoing the process of the trial, and she said that she might be facing a couple of counts of child endangerment alongside the DUI because her children were in the car when that incident happened. That was definitely the biggest red fucking flag I have ever witnessed, at least with my bare eyes. After that, I was like, hell no. So I didn't know what to do for the rest of the day. We ended up just kind of chilling in my car, doing absolutely nothing, fuck all, because neither of us didn't know what to do, and I was not willing to pay for any extracurricular activities like going down to the bowling alley or arcade or anything like that. I was not willing, but I did not know how to end it, so I was just scared. I was just kind of silent for most of it, and it ended off on a bad note. Well, not a bad note. It just ended. Date ended. Nothing happened. Nothing extraordinary happened. And as soon as I got home, I thought, what the fuck was I thinking? Why would I waste another minute doing shit like this? And by the way, I did ask her why did she send me the booty pics, because I was dead ass confused why she still sent that. Now, she said that she accidentally sent that into the chat, but that's complete horseshit, in my opinion, because she sent it into the chat, and if you're sending pictures into the chat, you'd have to take the extra effort to go into the person's chat, hit the little plus button, or the fucking gallery card button, whatever, and pick those two specific pictures, and then hit send. If it was a snap that she recorded to like another guy she was talking on the side, and it accidentally hit me on it, that's fine. But she sent it in the chat, but not as a snap. If you know how Snapchat works, you would understand what I'm saying. So, it was a blatant lie, and honestly, I think she was just trying to get a free meal out of it. Maybe a little more money as well. That only confirmed my theory when, about a week after, she snapped me again. This time, it's not even what you're doing this time. It's an actual video snap of her just showing her bare ass up close, almost fucking goatseeing at this point. And she put a caption on it. And the caption was to basically telling me to subscribe to her OnlyFans for $25 a month. Fuck you, that is my $25. That $25 can get me a fucking Sonic the Hedgehog Lego set, and I'd have way more happiness than looking at someone else's OnlyFans. Which, by the way, I did out of spite. I did go out and buy a fucking Lego Sonic the Hedgehog set. It's sitting in my room right now on this little shelf. Just to prove that it did bring me a little bit more happiness than staring at someone's ass and being charged for it. Why would I spend $25 for a single month, by the way, $25 of someone's nudes when anyone, and I literally mean anyone, can just go on many different sites for that shit for free? I'm not going to name those specific sites, obviously. But the point is, why the fuck would I do that? And this brings me to my main griping points about OnlyFans. Why the fuck would any of you degenerate sons of bitches pay your money that odds are you probably stole out of your mom's credit card, into looking at messages and nudes of women when you can easily do that shit for free? If you want to get all freaky-tastic, that's fine by me. But you're quite literally risking your money. You're fucking letting these women bleed your money dry, just because you want to get a little tiddly wink at some boobies. Now, I don't know how it works, because I never looked into OnlyFans, because I know they're going to charge me just by opening up the goddamn fucking app. And I never will. I can't. Not even if I wanted a nudie of Markiplier himself, and I knew my money was going straight to charity, I still wouldn't want that, because that's pretty gay on me. I'm trying to beat those allegations. But even so, why? Just why? Now, again, bringing up the Markiplier example, that is a very specific, very famous person online. That I can still understand, because again, he's going to donate to charity and shit with that money. And since he was a rather popular YouTuber, I could kind of see why people would want to get a little sneaky peeky on his winky. That I can understand, because you don't see that every day. But a lot of OnlyFans accounts are people like the woman that I mentioned, who hardly have any other presence, online or in real life. Like, it's one thing to actively look out for nudes of a celebrity because it's funny as fuck, or you're just weird. It's another thing to still be paying the exact same amount of money, if not more, for someone that you've never even heard of in your entire life until you first downloaded Instagram and were hit with the OnlyFans algorithm. I've never understood that mentality. I don't know how you can make... I understand why you would make so much money off of that if you were one of those OnlyFans girls. But gentlemen, my gentlemen who are actively participating in wasting your money on these girls, what the actual fuck are you doing? Gentlemen, stop. For the love of God, stop. Don't waste your $25 or more on a month on a woman you've never even met before. Odds are, if you were a bit more conservative with your money, with not wasting them on women like this, you might be able to save up for something better. Now, full disclosure, I'm not shitting on OnlyFans. Well, I kind of am, but I'm not shitting on the girls who are doing it. Not directly. Yes, I shit on the woman, but that's a specific case. I'm more disappointed in all the disgusting little gurus who are wasting their money and acting like goddamn animals when doing this shit. You're giving men a bad fucking reputation, gentlemen. And honestly, I prefer you waste your money gambling, because at least you have a very small possibility of winning something in gambling. A lot of OnlyFans users have the mentality that if they keep paying a lot of money to these girls, the girls are then going to be inclined to have sex with said supporters. Now, I know there's been some videos of saying, hey, I just did this with my top OnlyFans supporter. Gentlemen, I do not think that is the case. Odds are, they got someone normal that they probably knew to do that shit with them. I would say 90% sure that is the case. 90% sure that is not an OnlyFans donator. Because I would imagine the top OnlyFans donator for a lot of these girls are going to be fatter than me and have more breakouts than I have right now. There's no way it's going to happen, gentlemen. Have some self-respect. Stop acting like fucking animals, and these girls do not owe you anything. You decided to give them your money. That is on you. It is not on them for not reciprocating and giving you any privatized videos or meetups back. That's not how it's gonna work. That's how it'll never work. They just want you for your money. That's it. Understand? That's it. I know I kind of went off a little side rant about OnlyFans and their users, despite me just telling a story. But you know what? That's completely fine. That's something that I've been grappling with for a hot minute, and honestly, I would have talked about this with my therapist, but because of my overnight shifts, I haven't been able to attend my therapy visits. But you know what? That's me. That's on me. That's a whole other ball game. We don't need to worry about that. You guys don't need to worry about that. Anyway, the point I was really trying to make with this whole story with the woman was, don't think with your dick. Okay, don't think with your dick. If you're a guy, don't think with your dick, for the love of God. Because the entire time I was on that date, I thought I could get lucky. It's not gonna work like that. It doesn't always work like that. And odds are, come on, look at me. I'm definitely not that. I'm not that nice looking of a guy. You know, I'm not fucking chiseled. I still got a lot of meat on my goddamn jawline. I'm not even sure if I can see my jawline. I'm not like fucking mewing it all the fucking time. And I mean, holy shit, look how fucking built I am, brother. Look at that shit. Ain't no way I was gonna get lucky with anybody in this lifetime. I think I might be fucked over in that department. So I don't know why I ever thought. But the reason why I thought I could get lucky is because I was thinking with my dick. As the great Robin Williams once said, God gave a man enough blood to run his brain and his penis, but not both at the same time. You get it? Whenever you get in a situation like this, back up, try to lock down your dick, and think with your brain about the situation before you make a decision you may regret. Luckily, I was able to get out of this, because as soon as the woman sent me the second snap of her trying to promote her OnlyFans, I blocked her immediately. That might seem a dick move, because I kind of was ghosting her after that point, but I didn't know what else to do. Alright? I didn't know what else to do. I'm happy to be out of that situation now. Thank God. I don't think I was going to have a fun time with that one. So, anyway, don't think with your dick. Fuck you, OnlyFans gurus. And I hope this was at least an entertaining story. Sorry if I told it in a very shittily way. I'm trying to get better at storytelling. Alright, I hope you guys have a good rest of your day.